Look at the... Wait, players in progress. Why? Wait a minute. It just said 121 people in it. There's that many people in it because it's a free tournament. No shit. Oh, that's real cool. I wasn't planning on the walleyes, but I saw it, and it's going to be trophy and unique walleyes at the new lake. And I'm going to be fishing for the other fish in the new lake at the same time. So whatever I catch, I don't really care. I did a little bit of research to try and figure out what I'm doing here. I did research on the lines and the pulls and stuff like that, the reels, and it's like I think I've got at least something figured out. All right, give me 1 second here, guys, and we're gonna head right in. Arango, welcome. Glad to have you here. Christian, how's work going this morning? I think we're as prepared as we can be, guys. For me, it got really slow. For me, it got really slow and boring. Are you talking about St. Croix in general? Oh, Christian, you're not working today, just raiding Final Fantasy? Cool. Let's take a look at the scenario. No, just the game in general. Yeah, I've been grinding really hard this past week to try and get to level 30 so I can unlock St. Croix. So I'm really hoping. This is like, I wanted to have enough money to be able to visit St. Croix at least once before I bought the unlimited pass. I wanted to see if it was going to hold my interest enough. So here's hoping that it does, because if it does, I'll buy the unlimited pass. Or here it is very expensive, but it's like I feel like St. Croix has that selection of fish that I'm kind of looking for. All right, now this is the dock. Where's the buoy? I don't see a buoy at all, so I don't know what they were talking about. I was looking up a couple things on the Reddit and stuff like that, but let's give this a go anyways. Triple runner. Let's give the purple triple runner a shot first. This one was not mentioned, but like, I know purple lures in general. What? By the way, what pole am I using right now? I'm gonna rip this in because I am nervous about what pole I'm actually using. Yes, I'm using the old pole. We don't want to use that. We have a beautiful, nice pole to use. Controls are hell to try and use. Oh, yeah, man. More of the action game guy. Gotcha. Well, good news is we play a lot of action games here on this channel. So Welp Squad TV, we actually play quite a variety of things. There's 5 of us that play games on this channel. Currently 3 of us hosting streams. The new pole is very smooth. It looks like the 13 feet depth might be a little too much for right here. Gotcha. There we go. That's probably actually what we should be using. That's the smaller jerkbait actually might be better for the walleye. Looks like I've got about 6 minutes. That is a nice pull. Yeah, I felt like it was a real solid setup. I think that the pull is better than the reel. I totally ran out of money. I would have went with a much better reel. Because there was, for another $5,000 or so, I had a significantly better option. But this is all I could afford and still be able to actually go to the lake that I wanted to. Have you fished for the walleye at St. Croix before? I'm trying to get as much information as I can because I got all the information this morning was about going for the blue catfish and a little bit of information on pike and muskie, but I've got very little on the walleye situation. And I figured I might as well go for the walleye because why not? Since it's, trophy and unique, it's going to be better catches no matter what, the one I was dealing with at Emerald Lake. And at the same time, a lot of the lures that work for them, as I understand, actually will still work for the pike. You haven't gone that far in the game? Gotcha. Yeah, it took a significant amount of time just to get to this level, for sure. The walleye were definitely the best way to go for it. All right. All right, we're gonna try the one thing because I like this style. We're gonna go with the jig with the 5-inch worms, and I have caught at the other lake with the rattlesnake. I think it's the rattlesnake worm. At Emerald Lake, a large amount of walleye there using this technique. Yeah, I think we're going to keep it on the 2. Yeah, I can see that. I can see where it would be terrible on the PlayStation. I don't think I'd ever want to play this on a console either. Unless the cool thing about the PlayStation would be is if they introduce like a peripheral for this game, as far as having some type of actual fishing pole that was synced up to the console, and like the thing would even bend and shit like that. Because that technology has existed back since the N64. I used to play a game called Bass Hunter 64, and I got the fishing pole, a controller for it, and the darn thing would bend and everything like that. You'd have to reel and everything, you know. And I've still got it, but the reeling mechanism, you know, broke off a long time ago, and it doesn't bend or anything anymore. But you can still fish using it, using the regular controls like a normal controller. So I still have that. Yeah, I gotta try and figure out a good spot for the walleye, because I found this spot being mentioned, but it's starting to seem like, because we haven't even gotten a bite out here yet. And we aren't using the 5-inch worm on a 1.5 ounce jig head with a 4/0 hook. That was one thing that I saw mentioned. So we tried it, not getting anything. I think it does have the most potential though, because I did catch a lot of walleye on the 3-inch rattlesnake worm on the single-aught hook. Now I did catch trophy walleye. On the rattlesnake worm, so it's not like I didn't. Maybe I should switch back to that because it was a for sure thing, just to get something going. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a 4-inch rattlesnake worm. Okay. And it was the 3/0. There we go. 3/0 half ounce. Come on, buddy. Ugh, I confused it. Only the total weight of your largest 3 walleyes count. No, I don't know why I'm casting that way. Walleye are going to be deep. That's not even worth the time. Walleye are going to be deep. You can tell that the devs did the controls last when they did the game for PS4. Yeah. Well, generally with games like this, with multiplayer online games, everything's generally last for consoles. Generally, they put PCs first. In general, not saying everything. Like I think a lot of the Dark Souls games and things like that are better off for consoles. That's why most people use a controller even when they play on PC for Dark Souls, because it's just better. I definitely need a bigger keep net. That's one thing I want. See, now, I'm getting better action out of this worm because it's a little smaller. The other one was kind of just sitting on the bottom. This one's definitely coming up and off the bottom of the water here. I think I'm gonna put the big crankbait on, the big jerkbait that I just bought. We're gonna go try a different spot. Yeah, see, it's like I'm not... Details. Oh, son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? Why the hell would they put that as a restriction? Okay, so I'm barred from competing in this. These are dumb bastards right here. This is the stupidest thing in the entire game. I really hate that, because this doesn't make any sense to me at all about the game. Still to this day does not make any sense. Ugh. They probably don't even have any here, right? Tools. Yeah, no. I can't join it. Actually, we're at peak right now for the weather forecast, so if I was gonna catch a walleye, it would be right then, or at night right here. But I cannot burn through that much of the day. It cost almost 10,000 in-game credits to get here, so I can't burn that much time. I have to use every minute of the day. All right, well, at least that entry fee was free because we're not doing the walleye fishing. Okay, let's put the big jerkbait on. That is so stupid. I don't know why that's even a thing. All right, we want here. Let's give this a go. Somebody just caught a big, unique northern pike. You see that, guys? I need to go and get my kayak, I think. Well, there's a buoy right there. Oh, wait a minute. That looks a lot deeper, yeah? Hey, stop it. Stop it. You stop right now. I know, right? Then they reel it in and it's like, holy shit. I like this spot because it gets deep. And we're able to use the jerkbait a little easier here. I just don't see any of the fish necessarily. We're not getting any hits. Now this is the lure that was mentioned. Somebody said 1.5 ounce jerkbait with the 6/0 hooks. I'd love to catch a single fish. Preferably within the next 15 minutes. Because I'm not... If I can't catch a fish within the next 15 or 20 minutes, I'm not going to waste the rest of my day on this as I had intended to do. Alright. What do we get? Are you kidding me? There's trash fish in here. Why is there a trash bass in here? We do not want bass here. That's not the goal. He also hit a very big lure. This is not a small lure. Oh, look at that. That's why this lure, I mean, that's why this reel was so cheap. Our drag settings are like next to nothing. Look how little we get in way of drag settings. That's why this is a cheaper reel for sure. Christians, how's things been going in Final Fantasy? Have they introduced any new updates recently? Also, are you set definitely for tomorrow then? Are we gonna meet up with Benj tomorrow? Cool. So this is the area where they say to go for catfish. And the guy said to do it at night. So I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait for the catfish for night because I have very limited bait that'll definitely work. See, this guy's got the rod stand set up and everything. I would have had the rod stand too had I not taken it off for the stupid walleye competition. Look at all these northern pike people are catching. I want to look and see what he got. Jesus Christ, that's a big catfish. Okay, so he just caught a blue catfish right now, so we should be okay to do it. Now, oddly enough, the guy that I was watching said to use a bobber setup for the catfish. So that's what I'm going to give a shot, because I thought it was cool. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be pissed off because I spent the most money on that setup. Now, the good news is with that setup, the setup that I just bought for the new catfish, we are going to be able to fish tarpon with it. Tarpon will be a much easier catch now, and they won't take 10 minutes to drag in per fish. So if we have to, we're going to go back to the Everglades, and we're going to fish tarpon now. Because we have the pull to do it. I guess the problem is I just don't have any of the spots figured out yet. So I wasted a lot of money coming out here because I thought I was going to be able to get it figured out with a couple of the videos I was watching and stuff like that. But I can't locate the area. Which I would love it if the game had a thing where you could press the map. Let's see if I'm wrong about this, because I think I'm right. Yeah, right. Okay, so it shows that I launched from here. It doesn't show anywhere on the map where you actually are. Why can't they show a thing with like a little green dot of where you are on the lake? I don't see why that would be so bad. So that people could show on a map where people are fishing and put it in YouTube videos and stuff. I thought that would be a really cool idea, but I guess they don't want that. Oh! We got something big this time, boys. This is what we wanted. I am worried about the distance though, like the max distance of line I could keep on this reel. This reel was really shitty. The only thing that was good about it was that it was able to hold. It was made for holding a larger line. Was not worth the 14,000 credits though. I really wish I had the extra credits to buy the 18,000 credit one. So having said that, I may switch it out. I may keep this for bass fishing in the Everglades. Because this reel, I think, would be better for the bass in the Everglades. And I'm going to put a bigger reel on this thing, because I might lose this fish. Truly, I might lose this fish. Look at this bastard go. I have a better reel, thankfully, on me, and I think I'm going to switch to that. Because both the reel and the line are evenly getting stressed out. No. The line is getting stressed out the most, it looks like. Interesting. I need more drag settings, though, because I could definitely go up another drag setting if I had the option. Woof, this boy's gonna be big, whatever it is, guys. If I can actually get this fish in, this fish is gonna be big. I think we found our spot, at least to start with. The catch rate not fantastic, but we got something out here fishing towards that boat. So what I'm gonna do is oh God, we're gonna lose this fish. I think we might actually lose this fish and the lure. That's an expensive lure too. I can't get that lure back. We're gonna lose the lure. I'm debating on letting the fish. Boy, that wouldn't work because he'd probably just drag it and run with it. Look at him go. I'm gonna lose this whole setup. Oh my God. Yeah, let's get him in. While he's not fighting, then I'm immediately gonna turn it back. Oh, we're getting so much line back. He just kind of gave up for a minute. We really have to watch it. Our line's durability has gone down a lot. Holy hell. Crap. Oh, buddy, I hope this fight's worth it. I hope it's at least a trophy version of something, right? I need to get some ground back on this fish. I think this is the wrong type of reel for this type of fishing. This type of reel is meant for littler fish like the bass and shit like that, I think. It said 12 to 20 pound test, so we have the 20 pound on there. But I think I need to get one of the reels that's meant for like up to 30 pounds for what we're doing here. I do not like the sound that my line is making. We're holding him, though, which is the big thing. He's not really able to go too far like this anymore. Jeez. Yeah, we're reaming the hell out of this setup. He's coming in. He might go for another run. But gosh, we've been fighting him for a while now. He's got to be getting tired. Oh, wait. Wait, what the hell? Is that a catfish? Guys, I hooked a catfish off of a lure, I think. I think that's a freaking catfish. What the hell are you doing up there, bud? Holy Jesus! What the hell? I caught this sumbitch on a lure. Wait a minute. That's so weird. That's why I was having... Oh my god. He was almost so... Wait. Can I keep him? I think I can just keep him. Guys, that's like half of my day. No, it's almost a third of my weight that I can keep in my net, in my keep net. That's insane. Like, we may have to let him go eventually if we catch more littler fish. But that's a lot of XP from one fish. So for right now, we're keeping him because it's what we got. Now, because I don't want that to happen again, let's go into our inventory, backpack. Oh my god, I can't do it. I can't put it on this pole. This is a special pole for casting. Oh, boy. Well, the catfish are out, so why don't we go for catfish, right? Let's bring it in. We're gonna whip it right over towards that boat. What do we got for a little distance? Oh no, we want... Yeah, why the hell is it like that? Okay, this should go a little bit better. If we get something. I don't know why they said to do this, but I mean, we just caught a catfish on a lure, right? We just caught a catfish on a lure, so if they're up in that level in the water column, they should be able to grab a crawdad off a bobber. Now, I'm just curious, right? I'm curious what we can actually get over. That was a very large catfish. By any standard. Got him. I think we're in much better shape with this pole, guys. Although this is definitely a catfish, but it's probably nowhere near as big. I'll take that back. He's dragging us out. He's still dragging us out, but he hasn't gotten tired yet either. But this pole, I mean, the whole setup is acting much better. Fishing with Emerson. Hey, how's it going, man? We're just chilling, catching some catfish. We want to be going for things like pike and stuff like that, but I have not found a good spot at St. Croix for the pike and the muskie yet. We're just experimenting with the catfish because we had our first successful major catch just a minute ago. On a lure, we caught a giant trophy catfish on a jerkbait. I just switched over to the crawdads because apparently the catfish are out in force. Come back here, you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me. Look at them go. This whole fishing setup is definitely better for the catfish, though. That bastard almost broke my other setup. I'm saying this fish is still gonna be a bit smaller. Hey, you. Emerson, how is your day going? What area are you fishing in today? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come back here. Only level 13 and trying to get the dang mad-eyed buffalo. So Lone Star Lake, gotcha. Yeah. I think I ended up giving up on that one myself. As soon as I hit, like, level 10 or so, I immediately went over to Emerald Lake, because them walleye are where it's at. If you want to go up levels really, really quick, Emerald Lake is where you want to go. Emerald Lake with the quarter-ounce purple narrow spoon. I'll show you that in a second. And it is worth it if you have some bait coins to use. It's 100% worth it to get the barbless one, because it gives you a decent bonus in XP gain. I basically went from level 10 to level 30 at Emerald Lake. So I would say it's also worth the unlimited pass there. It's like 100 bait coins. It's not that expensive. You can make all your money and a lot of XP at Emerald Lake. Yeah, nowhere near as big. We're going to keep it for now. Alright, so, like, I think we got this place pretty figured out, right? So we came out of there and we went that way. I want to go over here. We have shiners. So we're going to take shiners, I think, with a 4-aught hook. Oh, we're going to throw this boy right out in here. It's probably the best place to level up. The best place for a long time, because you don't need too crazy heavy of a setup to catch walleye. And you can keep using that setup. And the idea is you don't want to keep getting like bigger and bigger setups and then just whipping those walleye in as fast as you can. Getting them in fast and having them not be able to really drag the line out is a great thing, but you got to kind of balance it out so that it's not too overpowered of a setup, because if you use too overpowered of a setup on fish, you actually get less XP. So the idea is to kind of find that middle ground where you're able to get them in easy enough. We heard a bell. What? Whatever it is, please don't be a stupid bass. I think it's a stupid bass. How do you cast out farther? The rod and the reel. So you got to be able to hold enough line on the specific reel. And I think we got our first pike. First pike or our first muskie. Yeah, tiger muskie. Look at that. First muskie right there. It's a nice fish. But yeah, no, combination... It's the whole thing. It's the combination what pound test line that you're using on what pole. Because if you're using line that's too heavy for a given reel, then it's not going to cast as far. So you got to kind of min-max, try and keep all three things close to the same poundage of what their maximums are to get the most out of a rod and reel. I forgot to show you the lure. Let me show you. I'll show you the lure.
Now handle it!
Hey, I heard a follow. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna have another one. I wonder if we can buy shiners at this lake. Cause so far they're going for the shiners more than anything else I've tried. Having said that, I did just catch a pike here. Maybe I should try my lures here and see how they do. I'm gonna switch to the big spoon. I got a big spoon. Gonna give that a shot too. So yeah, there's actually 5 people that are involved with Welp Squad TV. Emerson. My name's Greg, and then we also have Christian, Josh, Steven, and Benj. Me, Steven, and Josh are mostly doing the hosting of the different streams. Josh has his simulator Thursdays that he does. We all have a group game night on Saturday. And then we have kind of single game nights sparse throughout the week. Sometimes we do co-op, 2-3 player and stuff like that. We have a pretty wide variety of games. I'm the one that does Fishing Planet. And I'm trying to get Josh into it. I want Josh to try Fishing Planet. Christian says he's going to play Fishing Planet. I thought it would be cool to get all of us playing Fishing Planet, even at some of the lower level lakes. Because what I really want to do, I'm going to save up money, like currency in game, once I find a reliable spot to be able to make more money in the game. I want to save up currency, and then I'll put some bait coins in, and I'm going to host a Welp Squad TV fishing derby. I thought that would be really cool. Well, something played with that damn shiner and that didn't go with it. Now, here's where they get you. This is where they get you later on in the game, Christian. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it for at least this lake. I think after this, it's not going to be worth it for buying the unlimited passes. The unlimited pass for St. Croix is $30 to be able to fish here without having to have an in-game license. I think that's, like, insanely steep. I think that's very expensive. Because this isn't even one of the high-level lakes. I guess they don't go that much higher, though. I mean, even, like, the higher-level lakes, I guess they're like $50 or something like that. Which is, again, very expensive, but The nice thing is Emerald Lake, which is the one that like I recommend everybody get the unlimited thing for. Emerald Lake is only $10, and that's like the best thing that you can get, because then you can make all your money. All right, now we got some action. Now we got some action. The setup's working pretty good right now, guys. We picked a real good float setup. I did spend the money, and I got a real good float rod. And somebody had mentioned this series of reels, and this reel is working quite excellent. With minimal damage from the big fish so far. Whatever this thing is, it's not small, because we brought that other pike in a lot easier. I'm really curious to try a spoon here after this cast. Oh my god, look at him run. Look at him run. Yeah, the big thing about this game is trying to manage the different licenses and fishing day fees. Because the in-game fishing license, it lasts in real time. It's not in time based on how many like days you've gone through in the game time. Because you can fish an in-game day, like 1 day of in-game fishing. You can spread it out as many days as you want. You just have to have the license fee to be able to finish that day. So that's kind of bad, but I know why they did that. It's because it also helps you on the back end of things. Because if you get your fishing license for a day of real life, you can do multiple in-game fishing days over the course of that. So I think that's the main reason why they did that. I just realized I really should have a steel leader on here if I don't. If I don't have a steel leader on here, I should probably have one. I can't believe how far this son of a gun dragged me. We started at around 100 feet, guys. We're over 185 right now. I want to know where he thinks he's going. He's running out of space in this channel. That's all I know. Jeez. You seem to be bringing him in okay right now. He could run again at any time, though. Like that. That son of a bitch is a catfish. Look at that. I didn't get a pike this time. I got another stupid catfish. I cannot believe it. These catfish are just hitting left and right. That looks like a big boy, though. Look at this son of a gun coming in. Holy God, look at that. Still not a trophy. Holy crap. I need a bigger net, like really bad. Let's get the I doubt we'll catch a catfish on a spoon. Wow. You have to reel this thing in hella fast. Oh, we actually got something. We got something at the 3 speed. All right, so we caught a pike first cast when we switched to the spoon. That's a regular northern pike, and that is a lot of money from one fish. That's what they were saying too, by the way, per poundage here. That's a lot. That's a lot per pound on these guys. We do have premium active. I do have premium active right now because I figured it was only $1 to have premium active for a single day. I was like, all right, I'm gonna play this game today. I want to really experience St. Croix, so you might as well do that. Hang on, I'm gonna ditch this cast really quick. We just caught that fish, so what I want to do is we're gonna bring our little map up here. Christian, check this out. I haven't shown you this so far yet. So what I want to do is I want to set the mark for the last fish caught. So that's gonna put that buoy up there. And now that becomes our hotspot target for everything. And now we can do exact casting if we want on it. Just like that. I wonder if the issue is it's just so shallow over there. Well, looks like it doesn't matter. As long as we start reeling immediately, we're getting something. Oh, I really hope that's not a catfish. Oh, I missed what it was when it jumped. We're gonna lose this fish. It's running at me. Fishing with Emerson, any luck on that fish that you were after? How many uniques do I have? I have caught a unique rainbow trout. And I think a unique brown trout. I've definitely caught the unique rainbow and maybe a unique what's it, red tail something. I'd have to find it. There's one lake I went to for trout where if you want to break up the monotony of fishing for walleye, there's another lake that's really, really quite fun, and then you can do really well on the trout. Catch a lot of trophy and unique size over there. Yeah, not too many unique so far. Look at that guy go. Yeah, I can't put that much tension on it. It's destroying my equipment. And repair bills for these upper level pulls are not fun. Come on in. I want this fish in. That's why I'm doing this. He's right here. I might as well really pour on the steam. There we go. Woo! That's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's why he was so hard to bring in. I should have gotten a picture with that one. That was stupid. Well, at least we seem to have found our fishing setup. This spot has caught us several of these guys and a catfish. So really, this is the way to go without having to spend money on the live bait. I would be using the live bait more and stuff, but those shiners are not cheap. You got to spend money per fish to catch them, you know? It doesn't really make that much sense. I need a better rod for spin casting then. That looks like that's the next purchase I need to make. Emerson, before I forget, let me stop. You stop it right now, you. This right here, the barbless Nero. This is the guy you want for catching the walleye. This is the best possible thing you can use. And then tied with that is, let's see if I can find it now. The rattlesnake worm, which is I think it's like 3 or 4 bait coins. It's some bait coins, and then I used I think the 3/0 hook, the half-ounce 3/0 hook. And I've caught more trophy walleye. You'll catch more trophy walleye with this size. But I think the hit rate's a little lower. But if they're not hitting this, then 100% switch to the rattlesnake worm. I'm curious what the bigger jig would get me here if I put that on. Would put that on like that. Because this seems very shallow, so I want to give this a shot with this. Not what you're supposed to be doing for sure with this style of a reel, but I ran out of money. I would have bought 3 brand new poles. I would have bought a nice spin cast setup that I could use both lure and possibly for bottom fishing. Because I think most of the time you can use the same rod for that if you get one of the all-around ones. But I did not have the money for it, so we stuck with... Oh! Dang it. Well, something bit it. At least it seemed to have bit it. It was either that or it was a snag. Alright, come on. Let's see who else is interested over here. Because so far we've caught 3 species of fish in this one spot, basically cast into the same buoy. We've gotten a blue catfish, we've gotten the tiger muskie, and we've gotten a regular muskie. We may have even gotten a northern pike. I'm going to look and see if we did get a pike. I forget. I think it may have been a snag that I hit. Might have been a snag. Well, it's a little dock over here, too. I think I'm going to put the rattlesnake worm back on, because this brown worm just ain't doing anything for me. What's the biggest fish you've caught so far, Emerson? Gotcha. Well, before today, it was that I caught a tarpon. I think it was like a 23-pound tarpon. That was the biggest one I caught before today. And today it's that 41-pound. I think I caught this guy before you got here. The trophy blue catfish that was 41 pounds. We may have to let him go and then be able to catch other fish to fill in that money. Because if you look at the weight difference on like this boy here, 15 pounds. So much less weight, but almost the same amount of money. So we caught a northern pike, a tiger muskie, a muskie, and a blue catfish over here so far. They're going for tiny little fish over here. I don't understand it. I think I need a bigger top lure. That's my issue right now. I need a larger top lure. Somebody just caught 20-pound trophy northern pike. That's a good sized fish right there. That's probably a little bass, right? No, that's a little pike. Okay, so he's not little. But we were definitely overpowering bringing him in. But he got us a lot of money, and at this point, money is what we need to make back. We're at the level we need to be for this lake, so I'm not too worried about and gaining levels super fast right now. I just want to be able to make a decent amount of money. And if you're wondering about my username, Ambassador Sugarcane, it's a reference to a podcast that I really like. It's a show called Mission to Zix, and it's an improvised sci-fi comedy podcast. I've been listening to it for years. If we had the money, I'd buy one of these bigger poppers. Ooh, wait a minute. Why don't we get a big old crawdad? Let's do that. Let's get them. I think that's a good buy. It's too heavy. You're kidding me. Alright, how heavy? That's not any heavier. All right. We caught something here. I think that's just it's another pike. Caught him on the crawdad. Look at him go. I think this was on the first cast, too. We've caught 2 fish over here now. Trophy northern pike, guys. Look at that money. Okay. Okay, I think we like this a lot. Reward pike trophy. Mission accomplished. Pike trophies. Great collection. $5,300 prize. Some bait coins and my trophy. Shit. Alright, where's that buoy? That buoy's going in right now. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen again, right? I didn't think they'd eat off the crawdads. I wonder if it's a special bait that's sold here. Because, like, the rattlesnake... That one rattlesnake bait, that wasn't available, I don't think, in the World Shop. It was only available at Emerald Lake. And once you bought it, I don't think you can get it again. Shit. I should have held it. Alright, come on, let's see another one. That was a real nice trophy fish, though. I really like that one. I think for the combination of the weight and the money, that was a real great catch. Like, I'd love to fill up the net with, like, all of those. Come on. Come on, Slappy. Come on, Slappy. You know you want to take a bite of that nice crawdad. Jeffrey Hawthorne knows you want to take a bite of that crawdad. Old Jeffrey out by the lake. He knows his crawdads want to come over here. Come on now. Be good, crawdad. Come out the water for Jeffrey. Oh no, Christian. You realize I'll have to do a Jeffrey Hawthorne fishing stream sometime again. Oh dear. Somebody caught a 33-pound unique northern pike. Very nice fish. Not as unique as the crawdads back at the facility in the hills of Minnesota. Those crawdads we released into the environment grow to 3 feet in length, strong enough to pull a grown man underneath the water. Damn. Not a single other fish now. I want to cast it a little bit inward because I think we caught something inward too. Here's the question. Can I reach from my other fishing spot over there? It looks like I can reach that buoy and maybe cast out that way. Because if I caught it right there, I should be able to cast out that way and catch another one from the opposite angle. Got a lot of exploring left to do on this lake. That's why I'm thinking I may actually get the full license, because this has been more exciting fishing than with the walleye. When you actually get something, you definitely catch more walleye. I think I have a better XP gain rate, but like, this is pretty exciting. And I think if I had the unlimited license, it would be worth it. I can make it worth it for fishing here indefinitely. I think I'm gonna spend the money. It's a lot of money, but I think I really want to do it. Because then we could just buy the travel. All you have to do is buy like for the travel fees. So let's say you bought the first day travel fee. I only bought a 1-day thing for here so far, and I got it cost $9,800 just for a 1 day, and then it was close to $8,000 for the daily license. I'm gonna have to check the time of day in game, because we may have hit like a slump, and we're almost filled up on this bag, so we can fast forward time to a better time slot. Just that one fish off that crawdad? You kidding me? You can use walkers, 3-0, poppers, jerkbaits. Right, I've heard all those. But where are you able to use those deeper diving lures effectively? It's not here. Falcon Lake is the one for trout, by the way. Fishing with Emerson. If you want some variety, I highly recommend Falcon Lake. Later on, after you get a couple more levels, I think Falcon Lake's level 14. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's level 14. That's a good one to go to if you get a little tired of Emerald Lake eventually. All right, so we caught a single fish on this lure. So I think I'm gonna pull up that buoy. Or switch lures. Why don't we switch lures and try the same buoy? Oh, oh, oh. Let's get an actual lure going on here. I think this is going to be dragging on the ground. Yeah. Oh! Well, shit, we got something. I bet you it's a stupid catfish, right? Actually, if it's a catfish, that would be advantageous for us because we're almost full up. You got to remember that if you have like very little room left in your net, that last fish, doesn't matter how big it is, you can fit it in. So if you have a specific fish that you want to target that you know is larger and will bring you in more money, more XP for your last fish, that's generally the best way to do it. But I think this is just a pike. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead to the next day because we have the ability to do so. After we get this guy in, we're going to skip ahead to the next day. Look at him go! That's not a bad last fish. Alright, so I want to see if we can do this. See, it's only 2,000 to extend our fishing stay. Instead of costing us another 10,000, or like, I think it's 9,800, but almost 10,000 to get here, we can extend our stay, which is what we're going to do. And that's well worth it, because we definitely have that much money. So we have premium right now. This is what we're making with premium. Much less experience, 50% less without the premium. So I do have to keep that in mind. Having said that, the fishing is much more fun when you get one of those big fish here. And this is only because we couldn't catch any more fish because we had that stupid catfish in our keep net. But this is not terrible. We're going to keep that as a start because we definitely, as long as we can get another day in here, we're doing okay. Let's see how much money we got left. See, we're doing just fine. I'm going to see if I can catch it just off the bottom, just like this. Because it's definitely not deep enough here where this lure is effective, but we just caught that last fish on it. So premium is cheaper the longer you get it for. I just bought it for the day because that's all I'm going to be taking at least a few days away from this game after this because I have been just grinding so hard. So I'll definitely be taking a little bit of time away from the game. But let me show you the breakdown for premium. 30 days is $10, which is I feel is pretty common and pretty fair. So like mine is the most expensive by far. I'm just doing the 1 day because that's all I'm going to be grinding hardcore on it. But you do the 30 days, it's a 50% XP and in-game cash boost. If you know you're going to be playing a lot of the game, that one's definitely worth it. But, yeah, I like that one. And then if I buy bait coins, I usually buy them by the 300, because that's the first one that you actually get a deal on. Because you see these are $5.99 for 100, $14.99 for 300, and then you really don't get a break until you get this one right here. Right now I have the unlimited pass on Emerald Lake. I have it on the Everglades. And maybe, I think I have it on Falcon Lake. I think I bought the unlimited pass for Falcon Lake because I was having so much fun there. I think, however, though, we're going to go and experiment with a different fishing location. Somebody caught a damn salmon here. See, I got one of my buoys back. Hang on, guys. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I did have my mic muted, right? I do go fishing a ton in real life. I love fishing. It's one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, no, I love it. I go for carp and catfish. That's probably my biggest pastime. I love doing that. But then I also go for go for bass and stuff like that. Walleye is probably my current favorite target. I haven't. My dad caught one, so like I did research, and then my dad actually caught a walleye, which was really cool. So now I'm hoping to get a walleye too at some point this year, or perhaps several would be nice. But I dream little with the for lure casting and stuff like that. Like if you're using live bait, then it's a little easier. But as far as catching fish on a piece of plastic, you got to keep your hopes realistic. My dad caught a walleye on a Rapala Rip and Wrap size 7 that is yellow, pink, and purple. That was the hot colors from murky water that they suggested. So that's what I ended up getting. Do they sell shiners here is what I want to know. Shit. So this is what we're taking our step up to. As soon as we hit level 31, guys, this is the boy we want right here. How much is the boat rental? Doesn't tell you how much it is. Are you fucking kidding me? That is a big ripoff. That's ridiculous. Alright, this is exciting, guys. We're gonna go out in the kayak. Bunny hasn't cracked the code for them yet. Use corn, peas, bread, homemade carp baits. Corn, peas, bread. Try a shrimp. Go to the store and get some shrimp. I was told that. I have had bites where I've had the shrimp go missing. I don't know if it's the catfish or the carp, but I have been told try shrimp from the deli, like deli, just regular package of deli shrimp. It's no more expensive than if you were to go and buy worms. You should be able to get a nice package of like 12 or 14 shrimp for around $4. I also like the boilies, which is basically like a dough ball. They seem to be the better option as far as from what I've learned here and from what I've done all my reading. I've made the homemade ones with my dad, where you actually make the round. You take what the hell is it? It's flour and cornmeal. It's cornmeal. 1/2 flour, 1/2 cornmeal, and you put it in, mix it with some water in a fry pan, and you make a dough. You make a dough out of it, and then you mold it around the hook. So that's one way to make a homemade boilie. But then you can buy the harder boilies that are made for hair rigs, and that's a whole nother type of fishing. That's where you don't even cover the hook. The bait goes on a strand of line that's behind the hook, and then when the fish goes and grabs the bait, they suck the hook in and it grabs their jaw, There's lots of methods I've read about for fishing for carp, but honest to God, I've caught more carp just using corn than anything else. But there's other options available. Oh, and if you want to try and catch some catfish while also trying to catch carp, you can try hot dogs. get some hot dogs. Oscar Mayers have a fairly thick casing. If you hook an Oscar Mayer through the side casing and then have it come out again through the casing, like on top of it, it kind of locks it on the hook pretty good. I was always questioning myself whether or not buying the kayak was the right thing, but you know what? This is actually pretty cool. So this is the lure. I got this as part of the 4th of July celebration. I got that as one of the free gifts that you get for firing off the cannon. Well, it's the idea of you want to have a hot dog that's cheap enough because you don't want to spend, I mean, Jesus, you buy like Zweigel's hot dogs, which is something that's common around where I am. They're like $6 or $7 a pack, you know? That gets expensive. You want something that's cheap. And Oscar Mayer, the reason why I like Oscar Mayer is they come in a pack of 8, but they come in 2 packages of 4 in that pack. So you only have to open the one up, and then you can leave the other one. So you don't waste them as much. And then, I mean, like, they keep anyways, so you can put them back in their little Ziploc bag if you're going to be going multiple days in a row. And then you just bring them home and put them in the fridge. Back from northern Minnesota and had so much fun bass fishing. Every other cast, they will blow up on a topwater frog. Nice. I've never had a fishing day like that. I've caught a lot of bass, but only on a hot dog at a very specific park, because apparently all the freaking bass there love hot dogs. And that's at Jellystone Park in New York. Oh, it's too shallow on that side, guys. Definitely too shallow over there. Whoops. Sorry, bud. Don't mind me. Just going in front of you here. I'm a popular person today. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's both of my parents taken care of. Now, hopefully, I won't get a panicked call from one of them in the next hour or so. Jesus Christ. Okay, to answer your question, do I ever keep the carp I've caught? No, I don't actually keep any fish. I've never been one for keeping fish. I always let them go back. Oh, that's bigger. That's bigger. Is that walleye? Oh, Jeebus, that's a big boy. Look at that. Yeah, that was real shit on the XP gain, but not terrible for a singular fish. Family only ever keep walleye. You know what? I've heard walleye are very good eating. That's what I have heard. I have heard one good recipe for carp, though. Somebody did tell me about it. So you gotta cook them over an open flame, okay? You get some real nice... Get a real nice piece of wood. You know, something a little special. Not a regular piece of wood, you know? And anyways, you slow roast that sucker over the open flame for about, 2.5, 3 hours or so. You put your seasonings on it, whatever you want. And then at the end of cooking it, you throw away the fish and you eat the piece of wood. It'll be the best tasting plank you've had in your entire life. I think I want to get deeper because these walleye seem to be deeper. Oh, I'm all out of energy. Just need to make it a little bit further. Alright, this spot is super deep. So let's see what we can do with the spoon here super deep. I think definitely three clicks on it. 3 clicks on it is too fast. Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about. This is super deep. Yes! Whatever's down there. First cast. I think it's a walleye. Whoa! Maybe not. It probably is, though, if he's down there that deep. Yeah, it's a walleye. And it's at least a trophy walleye, guys. Damn. That's a big walleye. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more of those guys. Yeah, because these guys got to be real deep. That's why that's working. I think that's why it's working so well. That spoon's going down deeper than anything else at the moment. I think I do have a deep diving lure, but I don't know. We've caught 2 walleye on the spoon so far, and they've both been excellent for money. If I can catch 2 walleye from the same spot, then I have a reliable fishing area for the next time there's a tournament. I think once I can get a rod stand and once I get like 3... Once I get a rod stand, once I can have 3 pulls on the same rod stand, or at least 2, I'll be able to more reliably make money off of doing the top water fishing with the bobbers, and we'll be able to pull in fish a lot quicker. What the? Okay. That's a big boy. And I just caught him right next to the dock. We're doing okay on XP gain so far. Alright, sounds good, man. Oop, I think we got us another large fish. I think that's a trout. Is that another trout? That's another trout. Oh, it's a bass. It's a little shit bass, damn it. We just caught 3 different types of fish from the same buoy marker. I think I got another one. Yeah, that's another bass, darn it. I guess money-wise for their weight, they're pretty good. Christian, how's Final Fantasy going, bud? Ugh. You know what it is? I'm getting hits. I'm getting tons of hits, and it's because of the size of the hook. I think I'm not able to get the fish that's trying for it. Like, I don't want to switch down, though, because none of these are appropriate. That's on the medium spoon, 1.5 ounce, what we're using right now. I think I can bring this guy in nice and slow and just let him sink. Oh, look how much it's got to climb. That's going way down in the water column. Give it one more cast after this. Because we have been doing real good on that spoon. Alright, welcome back. You haven't missed anything. I was trying out the one jerkbait again, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything for us. I think I have one lure that dives reasonably deep. We're going to try that one next. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how deep this area is. And we'll know that by how deep this son of a gun goes. So this area is about 28 feet, I would say. Because this is a little bit above the middle of the water column. Well, no, it's still going down a little bit. It's probably about 26 feet then. That's where we really want it, though, is down there. That's a real good depth for this. The walleye should hit it, and so should the trout. Yes, the Welp dragon. We are always slightly scuffed here in Welp Squad TV. Always slightly scuffed is our motto. And what does that turn into? Ass. ASS. Always slightly scuffed. Let's go back to trying the worm from here. Okay, we got something down there. It's probably another bass. That looks like a bass. Oh, wait, I don't know. It's a stupid bass. These bass are biting on everything and it's pissing me off. I haven't been able to find a lure yet that the bass don't like. Ugh, okay. I'm in the mood for a giant catfish, so let's go for it. Look at that. Look at that bobber go. Little bit of a either a little bit of a current, which I don't think it is. I think it's the shiner. That shiner's just moving it around over there. Ugh, come on. Where are we at here? Maybe it's a terrible time of the day right now. I haven't even checked. The time might have gotten really bad. Let's check and see where we are. Nope. This like whole day is great. And we're at like the peak right now. Whoa! Something bit it the second I was about to pull it out. Wait. What's going on here? The bait was eaten or lost. Oh. I'm gonna give it one more go, because something bit that thing. Or it got caught on the weed. Let's try it. Let's try it a little closer. Let's try it like right there. If not, we're gonna go back to that spot where we were catching all the muskies, and we're gonna drop the shiner in there. Alright. Come on, buddy. Got it. Just a trout. A trout bit on a shiner? Are you kidding me? That was a worthless trade right there. I guess it was a chunk of change, but Jesus. So for something a little bigger than that. Emerson, how's your fishing trip going right now? Did you get that fish you wanted, or did you decide to switch lakes? Still haven't caught it? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I ever did. Well, so far this spot's not proving fruitful enough, so we're gonna move to that other location, I think. Let's give that a shot. Come on, really? I'm gonna take this back in. I'm gonna put the 6.0 hook on it, I think. Oh boy, it looks like things are slowing down. Guys, I think I might call it a stream for right now. I've been at it for quite a while today, and I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Christian, thank you so much for stopping by, bud. And Fishing with Emerson, it was so nice to meet you. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to see you here again in the future. I know I will be doing more streams. I'm not sure if I will be streaming another game today. I might switch over to like Elden Ring or something like that, and in a little while at least. And then I think probably over the weekend you can expect some streams too. Definitely on Saturday night there will be a stream around then. So Christian, I think we're planning on later at night after we're done hanging out during the day. I think we'll still be doing a night stream of some sort. All right, thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. Glad I was able to help out a bit. You have a good one, and thanks to everybody else who stopped by, too. I really appreciate it. Take care for now.